Hi everyone, how you doing? I'm Mark, and this is SevTech Ages, episode 15? I think we're on 15. It's hard to keep track these days. Last time we did some crafting, and we visited the Beneath, and we did get some stuff done. And we're kind of up to... Oops, let me look at the right tab here. We're up to the turntable, but before we get to the turntable, I have another project I want to do. I want to take care of building a saw. Because the saw, among other things, makes it a lot easier for us to make gears. If we look at the gear recipe, we've been doing this gear recipe, which is, 4 wood plus sticks plus glue, which is pelts. And the easier way to do that is to cut an oak plank corner into a gear with the saw. And to get to the oak plank corner, I believe we just, with the saw again, we can cut up these oak wood planks moldings, and to get those, we can cut up siding, and to get that we cut up wood planks. So that's like several orders of magnitude easier than trying to make these gears by hand. So the saw is on our agenda for today, and to make the saw we're going to have to make some gears, which I'm pretty much ready to do. Actually I did it. I figured we've seen these before, so we can go ahead and do it again. We also need a flint saw blade, which needs 4 flaked flint and a tin gear. And a tin gear is just tin plates around a stone gear. And we have the stone gear, and we have some tin, so I'm going to go ahead and hammer that out and get that taken care of. I was going to go ahead and prep all this stuff, but then I realized that, that's kind of what this pack is about, so why deny you the opportunity to see what's going on? So I'm going to try and skip some of the most tedious stuff. Like once we've done something, I'll probably just do it again off camera if we have to. So we have that, we have that. We also need, we have planks. So what else do we need for this? We need flaked flint. I don't know. Oh look, we have flaked flint. So let's go ahead and make this saw blade. No? Oh, it's just flake flint, not points. I've done that before, I think. It doesn't look like we have any flake flint. So let me go ahead and whack some flint against the wall. There's 2 flake flint. I'll just stick those there so we can see them. And of course we don't get enough. How is that even possible? Oh, we have plenty. It goes through the wall. Okay. Alright, well, we can make our saw blade now. So there's our saw blade. And I think the last thing we need is going to be this leather belt. And the leather belt, we can use 4 leather cordage around glue or a slime ball. And I don't know if I mentioned it, but I did go down to our garden and start, you can see it at the far end there, there's some rice growing. And rice is nice because the bread you cook with rice, which I think I have some in here, actually has better grain nutrition than regular bread. This is 2.5, this is 3, so that's a plus. But also you can make slime balls out of rice, and I made 1 just to have and to show that it could be done. And you make these by, oops, let's actually look at the recipe. You make rice dough and you put it around the fluid bladder because we don't have buckets yet, although that's something that's going to change soon. And rice dough is made pretty much the same way as regular dough. You can do it in the basin with 3 rice flour and water and salt. This is a form of salt that we don't know what it is yet, so we'll figure that out eventually. So let's go ahead and make our belt, I guess it is, which is that surrounding a rice ball. And now we should just be able to make our saw. Right? What am I missing? What don't you like about this? Oh, that's a bronze gear. Oh! Oh well, that's not hard. There's 1 bronze plate. We need 3 more. Please tell me we have some bronze somewhere. There we go. No, that's copper. There we go. Oh, but I'm gonna have to do all the gear stuff again. I think we have everything to make it. We have glue because we made a bunch of glue last time. And I have everything else. So let me throw together some gears. And then we upgrade this to stone. And then we upgrade that to bronze. And now we can make our saw, right? Yes. Okay, and we have an extra copper gear laying around. I did also make, I didn't mention it yet, but I did also make an all-in-one tool. I was over in the beneath doing more mining, and I kept breaking tools, so I figured we have enough black quartz to make it worthwhile, so went ahead and made this. It's got decent durability and decent mining speed and a good mining level. You know, it's comparable to our bronze pickaxe, but it's all in one, so we can cut down trees and everything else with it too. And it's a weapon. So, the saw. I don't know exactly how we're going to hook this up. I'm guessing we probably need to plug this into our water wheel. And I don't know if we're going to be able to just stick this on top of... I haven't really used this mod before, so it's all guesswork to me. No? You don't like that? It doesn't seem like it likes that. It's odd that it's vertical. Let me go make an axle and see if that is going to solve our problem. I have no idea how we use these either. Alright, why are you just sitting there? Is that just a graphics glitch? How odd. I guess that was just a graphics glitch. I kept walking past and seeing that smooth stone sitting there, and I didn't know why. Alright. I'm going to make an axle, and we've done that before, so I'll be back in a minute when that's done. Okay, I have an axle. Hopefully we can figure out how this works. I did go ahead, and you can just see there's a new row of plants down there. I went ahead and planted some hemp. We didn't actually have any in our garden, so I had to run around and find some hemp to make the axle. So, if we come out here... Let's try this first. If we stick the axle on there, that's turning. So, if we put the saw on here... No? No? Maybe you need vertical? I'm kind of guessing now. I don't even know how to use this, so... Well, that seems like nothing. On top? There we go. Okay, so the saw has to go on top of a axle. So, how do we use this now? Do you have an interface? You do not. Oh wow, it just sliced that up immediately. So I guess what we do is we do something like. Okay, so we made a bunch of... Ooh, I don't like the fact that that's smoking. I wonder if it gets hot. Maybe we shouldn't push our luck here. Are you going to cool down? Or are you just going to wear out? Okay, let's get to the parts we need, which are these, which are going to make us our gears. Well, that's a lot easier. I'm just a little concerned about all the smoke. Okay. Well, we have basic sawing capability. So I can see if all these tools work the same, then we're probably going to have to do some more axles so we can have some more vertical axles and more gearboxes so we can connect up more things. Because I'm guessing the gearboxes are how we do corners. So we can have, axles coming out the side and out the top and split power into multiple channels. I'm hoping that's going to cool off or stop smoking at least. But I'm going to leave it here for now and see what happens. So, our next project is going to be, I think, the turntable. And the fact that we have a bunch of gears now means that that's probably easier to deal with. So let's look and make sure that that's the case. Get the turntable. And no, we don't have any records. So a turntable is going to be, there's our copper gear that we already made. We need some stone. We need some plank siding, which we know how to make. And we need another axle. So the axle is a little problematic because we don't have any hemp right now. So let me run around and see if I can find some native, naturally growing hemp plants and get that stuff done. And I'll be back in a minute. It's amazing what you find when you're just out wandering around. So after spending all that time looking for ore and going all over the place, there's copper and tin ore right next to our Abyssal Craft altar site that I just didn't see. So it's amazing how easy that stuff is to overlook. I did find a bunch of hemp, so we're in good shape there. I'm going to go ahead and grind this down into hemp fibers, and then we're going to... I don't think there's any other way to do this. Yeah, we don't have any way to do this other than the manual mill, which is, as you know, a little tedious. So I'll be back when this is all ground down. You've watched this before. Okay, we have all our fibers, and we have the oak wood siding. We have wooden gears. We need smooth stone, so we need to make the axle, which is going to take one of those. So let's go ahead and get this made. Oh, let me make the rope first. Now we can make the axle. We have the copper gear. We need some smooth stone, which I have plenty of over here. And I think that's all we need. We can make our turntable. I probably should have made another Axel, but I think what I'm going to do now, well, first I'm going to look at our advancements. Oh yes, we can make a bucket. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get whatever we need to make the bucket I'm going to make. Because dealing with the fluid bladder to do all that stuff. So, okay. We can cast it. Clay buckets are an early item, so we need the unfired bucket, which we make with the clay extension, which we used on the turntable. Wait a minute. That didn't look right. The unfired clay barrel extension. Right. Let's go ahead and make that. Because that is just a simple thing. So, let's go out here and we'll replace our saw temporarily with our turntable and see if this actually works as anticipated. And I'm going to actually build up a little platform here. Oops. Wow. So poor at clicking. Alright, so we break you. And then we're going to put our turntable on top. Let's go ahead and do something like this. So now can we put you on top? All right. Hey, look, we have an unfired clay bucket. This is going to be nice because once I can pick up water, I can move that setup somewhere a little closer to our main base and actually get something useful done. Without running all over the world. There's our bucket, which gives us another advancement, and that's kind of the end of that advancement chain, it looks like, at least for now. So, we're going to have to go find some aquamarine. I don't know that I want to do that today. I think what I want to try is maybe we should try and summon our parrot, because eventually, given how monsters have been in the beneath, I do want to kind of get this bow out of the way. It's the last thing we have from Age 0 that we didn't do. And to summon Bykok, we're actually going to have an eagle feather, I think, or an eagle whistle, I think it is. Which means we need an eagle, which you get by taming a... Well, let me just look. One of these books. There it is. Ceremonies. Not the eagle dance. We want to do this. Nope. Yeah, here it is. The Chimes of Death. So we need the wind chime and we need the eagle bone whistle. So let's look at the eagle bone whistle, which takes an eagle bone and an eagle feather And this says eagles are spawned via totemic ceremony, but the Necronomicon and our guide tell us that we can summon a parrot and tame it using a Necronomicon ritual. And I think we probably have everything we need for this, because I looked at this before and kind of got distracted. So let me see if I can find the right. There it is. Parrot summoning. So 2 seeds, 4 feathers, and 2 eggs. All of which we have. And I guess to actually tame the parrot, we're going to need some extra seeds, because I think you tame them with seeds. So I'll just grab all the seeds. I am going to grab 4 feathers, 2 eggs, seeds. That was it, right? Yep. All right. Oh, we don't have a ritual site anymore. Oops. I forgot. I actually tore down our ritual site because I was rebuilding it. And you can see I have made a little progress here. I think we can just set this back up. All we need to do to set this back up is... that'll be the central, so... do that, and then we just... yeah. Okay. Our ritual site is back. Not too hard. You can see I put part of the floor in, but I'm running out of materials all the time. So I really need to just go do like a hardcore mining trip and take care of that. So it is egg, feather, seed, feather, egg. So egg, feather, seed, feather, egg, feather, feather, seed. And I think our Necronomicon has, yeah, we got 3,800 PE. And I'm always cautious when doing these. And there's our parrot. Hi, parrot. And now you're a pet parrot. Can I pick you up? I can. Excellent. What was that noise? Oh, is this like an evil undead parrot? That's going to be disturbing if the parrot constantly makes weird zombie noises. Oh, it is. It's the parrot. Is the parrot on my shoulder? It is. And now I have a parrot who's going to sit and make zombie noises. Because it's a Cthulhu parrot. Okay. In that case, we're going to have to figure out pretty quickly how to do the ritual that turns the parrot into the eagle. So let me take a minute and see if I can figure out that ceremony. I think that's going to be the eagle dance. Once transformed, they can be tamed with any kind of raw fish and bred with salmon. Oh, interesting. Not seeds. So we need the rattle and we need the wind chime. So, time to try a ceremony. I want the jingle dress, I want the rattle, and I want the flute. And I'm going to go ahead and put that on so I don't forget. And I have to remember... Oops, let me actually go back into first person. Okay. So we have our ceremony site over here. And oh my, this is going to be terrible. So we need the rattle and the wind chime. Sneak to select. And the sun is going down, so we're using a Cthulhu parrot after dark to create an eagle. Alright, so we do that. And then we do that. So now we're doing the eagle dance. Oh, we failed. We failed horribly. Oh, man. Wow, we did better than this before. Let me try this again. Well, we're pretty bad at rituals. Really, horse? You're going to stand right on top of me? Alright, well, I guess I'm going to have to practice these rituals a little more. Maybe I'll do some work on that between episodes, since obviously I fail at that while on camera. So, I think we're probably at a good stopping point for this episode. We did actually get some stuff done. We have our undead parrot following us around, and we have our saw done, which is hooked up to a watermill, and our turntable, which gives us a bucket. And oh, I guess what I could do is actually prove that this works. One of the things about SevTech is... Oh yes, we have water sources. If you're not in a river biome, water blocks aren't source blocks. Once you pick them up, they're gone. I think it's river and ocean biomes. So being able to pick up and move water is going to be a big plus. And don't forget, we do have the aqueduct blocks that we can use to turn one source block into a much bigger area. So having this unlocks a lot of possibilities. Not only can we move our water wheel, but we can also move our garden into a more practical location than down on the beach. So those are probably things that are up on the next episode or two, and I'm also going to work on getting this parrot converted into an eagle because I want to get that done. And how did you get hurt, buddy? Anyhow, I think it's time to call the episode. Thanks for watching. I hope you're having fun with this. If you are, consider hitting like, subscribing to the channel. As usual, hit the bell to keep up with new videos as they go out, and leave me a comment about today's episode or what you want to see in the future. Have a great day, and I'll see you next time.